Hi there. Today we're at Pinson Mounds State Park in West Tennessee. The museum, which you see behind me, is built to look like a mound, and it is still currently closed. So we get to walk around the grounds, 1,200 acres I think, and there's 15 mounds. The first one that we're going to see is Saul's Mound, which is pretty interesting for us right now because the last time we were here, I don't know, 15 years ago maybe, the mound was covered with trees. So they've cleared it off since then, and it's far more impressive now than it was then. So that ought to be pretty neat. But we're going to get started. Park's open for daytime use. We'll probably stay here a couple, 3 hours or so, and I will try to explain the things I know. It's really a shame that the museum, sorry I had to change hands, it's really a shame that the museum is closed because there's quite a bit of interesting stuff in there. And I'll see if I can't dig through some old pictures and at least show you some of the cool stuff that they have in there. But we're going to head on. Yep. This mound here is the gift store museum. It's pretty neat, isn't it? And then there's the front entrance out that way. But pretty neat.
How cool that they cleaned it up.
I know. And this is the complex grounds here, so we'll be walking in and out of all that. And heading on to Saul's Mound, which that's pretty neat that they cleaned it up like that. It's pretty exciting, really. So we're going to head up there. On the back side of the mound, there's some steps that take you up to that observation platform. And we're going to head up to that. I wish I could tell you how high it was. I right offhand don't know. I'm sure somewhere there's a little information kiosk that'll tell us. And I know the whole complex dates back to the Middle Woodland Period, which is around AD 200 through AD 500. Alright, and we are going to head up all them little stairs there. Okay, we are at the top. This is a really nice platform that they built up here. Much better than the old one. And it's looking out over some of the grounds. They say some of the mounds here are for burial purposes, and some of them are for social and religious purposes. But from here, which is the tall one, it's pretty easy to let your imagination let loose with how it might have been. You can easily picture a religious leader or a chieftain or something looking down on a mass of people down there. Pretty nice view from up there. Pretty cool, huh, Ruthie?
Yes.
And that is the backside again of the Museum Interpretive Center. Now I'm not jiggling the camera as much. I take you back to the Boardwalk. Boardwalk. Just so that there's where we came from. Okay, so now down on the back side of Saul's Mound, just on the other side of this trees here, is part of the borrow pit where they dug out to get the dirt for the mounds. And then a little mound right over here, and I couldn't tell you, it's going to have a number, mound something or the other. I'll put that up when I get back home. And we're just going to head on down the little walkway. Man, check out this big fat thistle. Big old feller, isn't it? Okay, so that guy back there is mound 12. And then there's a little kiosk here, which I'm going to try to do slowly. Okay, I hope I gave you enough time to read it.
Well, I'm gonna go down a little bit.
And we think it's down this way. Yeah, neat little path. Okay, it does not lead to a mound. It leads to the flooded and swollen river, which I forget the name of already. But still pretty neat. And we're hooking back around. This is back into the borrow pit area again. You can't see it, but the far end of the field, and maybe like 11 o'clock-ish to that, is where Saul's Mound is. You can see maybe a little bit of the base, but and we're gonna head on down this way some more. Okay, I hope this one's coming out because there's a lot of light. Let's see if I can. Well, that helps a lot. So we're going to head on up towards the duck's nest, and hope the sign was legible enough to read. And this is it right here, this little,
The depression.
yeah, this little depression. I'm going to come around some of the foliage so you can see maybe better. It just Just drops down in that little divot right there. Okay, and this is the other sign that for the duck's nest area. Hope enough for the being blocked so you can read it. And over here is some items that are probably in the museum now that were found at this site. And now we're going to do the boardwalk, which was closed the last time we were down here. We got most of the way into it and a big cypress tree came down and crushed the boardwalk, so we had to back up. That was almost 10 years ago probably, so it's probably fixed. Some of the swampy area. All the little cypress knees sticking up. It's kind of cool, huh? We don't have many cypress trees in my area, so these are pretty neat. Look at them big bells on the base of the cypress trees. They're kind of cool. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have decisions to make. Straight or to the right. Okay, so we chose to go to the right, which, well, it's just a dead end anyhow. It's at the overlook for the river that we forget the name of again. Fork Deer, I think it was. And that's it. Now we're following along the little feeder, I guess, to the river. It's pretty swampy down in there. Okay, you are probably not going to see much, but if you can see kind of a yellow band about at the horizon, mid-trees area, that's what we're headed to. We're finishing up on the nature trail. No longer has it been boardwalks, it's been, I don't know, the last mile or so has been just a trek through the woodlands. But we're headed to a couple other features called the Citadel, and then there's some other geometric one. It's almost like a crescent moon type of mound. So that's what this is supposed to come out at. Yeah, so here we are. The nature trail just ended. Another mound, which when I get back to the house I'll look it up and tell you which one it is. But another one they cleared off. You can see that there used to be trees on it. It's good to see them more in a mound state than a wooded hill. And after we catch our breather, we're gonna take the trail on around here to that crescent moon thing I was just describing a few minutes ago. What are we doing?
We're gonna go inside
Oh, okay.
that wall thing.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Enclosure. Oh, there's a post.
Yeah, it's a nice breeze too.
Yes.
These blue skies today.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's not, well, some wisps, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that they took the trees down. Hope it don't weaken the erosion. It'll make it faster though. Alright, let's see if these will show up. See, right in through there is part of that geometric earthworks. Most of it, I guess, is on this tree line back here. I'm going to spin the camera around and then back to where we just came from. Pretty cool, huh? And we find this tidbit of information pretty fascinating, really. And here we are, back on the asphalt trail. We're on the back side of the entire complex. Isn't that a pretty field? There's some more of them big fat thistle plants. And the last of the mounds that we're going to be able to see, I think, right over here, mound 28.
I think so, yeah.
And then,
Yes.
so we're going to go down around the trail here, so we can hook around to see that big old mound. And then it's a pretty good ways back. And there we go. It's a pretty good sized mound. Okay, so we just left mound 28, and let's see, that's the group pavilion down there, and yep, you can see Saul's mound right center of the screen. And there's the observation deck coming up there. Let me slow down now. Oh, it's just up there. That's Saul's mound. We still got a ways to go. It's a beautiful place though, isn't it? Alright, so here we are. We made it back to where we started at. It's Saul's mound behind us. I want to thank you for spending the day with us at Pinson Mounds. Sorry I didn't know as tremendous amount about everything that we've seen. This is my 4th time here, I think. Each time I learn a little bit more about the culture that fascinates me, and hope to take away some more from this little trip too. So again, thank you for spending the day with me, and we'll see you next time. Okay, so I was completely wrong. The museum is open, so we're going to do that. But I did want to show you guys the dugout canoe, because I don't know, every time I've come out here I find this very fascinating. And it used to be down in the basement level, and you could only see it through like a skylight. But now you can see it from the inside. That's pretty awesome. And these are some recreations of some gorgets that were found in one of the excavations. And let's see if I can do this without. That explains it all. Okay, so we're going to just check out the rest of the museum. I don't think I'm going to film too much more of it. It's pretty tight quarters in here. But second time around now, I want to thank you guys for spending the day with us, and we'll see you next time.